In this video, we're going to show you how to properly diagnose, test, and adjust a throttle cable, or as it's properly called, idle cable with cruise control. Hey folks, Robert here with Hill Country. This is a common problem we see at the shop. People get these things new and their cruise won't work and they think the cable's bad, and it's usually because the adjustment procedure is incorrect. And why that is, you know, in Harley's manual, when they tell you to adjust throttle cables or the throttle and idle cable, they tell you to do the idle cable first, and some people call it the return cable. And they want you to back this adjuster out to where all the tension is taken out of the idle cable, and that's supposedly gonna put your carburetor return butterfly plate, you know, at the fullest closed position. So when you adjust your throttle cable and you're to go wide open, you're gonna get the maximum throttle at wide open. It makes sense, but what it forces people to do, or what they think they do, is they get this idle cable, they get it really tight, where there's no slack at all. When you have cruise control, there's this little switch on there called the roll-off switch. And it's just two prongs there. It's an open and closed circuit. What it's designed to do is, if your bike is on cruise control, you know, obviously the module is holding the throttle cable at a certain speed, and you know, you can take your hand off, right? Well, in the event that you wanted to stop that, rather than hit the brake, you can roll the throttle back. Well, what that does is it pushes the cable together like that, and it forces these two pins to make contact. In other words, it closes the circuit. So when it sees that, the cruise control module turns off, much like it would if you were to hit your brakes, and the cruise stops, and then you can stop, you know, brake, whatever you need to do, and get the bike off cruise. But a lot of times when people adjust these, when they put them on, they adjust this idle cable so tight that it's automatically closed all the time. So the cruise will never come on. Therefore, you have a cruise control that's inoperative. So what I tell people to do when they call about that, I'm like, look, take one wire off that roll-off switch and go ride the bike and see if the cruise works. And that tells me if that's the problem or not, and usually it is. If that's the case, then I tell them, okay, you need to take some slack off your idle cable adjustment and not make it so tight. Well, then my bike will, you know, won't go fully wide open when I turn it all the way. Not that much. You don't have to take it off that much, just a little bit, so that these contacts aren't closed, so that they're opened up. And an easy way to test, so I've got my leads hooked up here. I've got the meter set on 0 continuity, whatever, it's on ohms. And this one has an audible sound, so when the circuit closes, when it makes contact, it beeps like that. And also, if you look at the display, if yours isn't audible, you know, it goes down to 0.0 or point whatever, just to show that it's making good contact. So in the event that your cruise isn't working, if you have one of these, you can hook the leads up to the two terminals there and see what kind of reading you get. And obviously, if you have a closed circuit or if you have continuity, then the contacts are pushed together, and it's likely your idle cable has been adjusted too tight. Now, if it's not adjusted too tight and the contacts are stuck together for some reason, and I've only seen that one time in my entire life, then obviously the switch is bad and you would need to replace that cable or get a replacement. But either way, that's how you test it. It's a simple circuit. A lot of guys don't even use the roll-off feature, and if they don't understand it very well, they just unhook one wire and leave it unhooked, and then that just takes it completely out of the circuit, and then you're operating it, turning it off by either turning it off with your switch on the handlebars or hitting the front or back brakes to turn it off. All right, folks, thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you have any questions or comments, please comment below, and we'd love to hear your feedback. If you have any videos or topics you'd like us to discuss, please let us know that as well. We'd love to do some more videos for you. If you want to see the latest releases of our videos or our channel, please hit the subscribe button and go ahead and give us that thumbs up. Thanks for watching.